Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am doing this really pretty pink sparkly everyday friendly makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how I achieve this beautiful look, keep on watching. I'm going to start off with Rivaj's SPF 60. Then I'm gonna go straight into Minisoka Rose Hydrating Toner. It's really good, super hydrating, super fresh looking. Please ignore the background voices, I can't do anything about it. Next, I'm filling in my eyebrows using a black eyeshadow. That is my favorite technique to do because jo eyebrow gels hoti hain, those look super harsh on me, तो इसलिए I use eyeshadow and I suggest you guys try it as well. बहुत natural look आती है and you can just be super precise with it as well. For concealer, I'm using O2O ka concealer, Radiant Concealer actually, and it is super creamy, but the only nitpick I have with it is that you cannot use it wet beauty blender with it. You have to use a dry beauty blender, otherwise ये बहुत गंदा crease करता है. Next up, I'm gonna use a Focalure का contour wand and just apply a little bit because I had to go to university, so I am using a limited amount. It blends super nicely with a brush, but I don't recommend using a blender with it because I think brush works really well with it. Using Red Wine blush by Focalure, and it is super pigmented, and I always suggest that you guys use a little drop of it because ये बहुत pigmented है and then you can mess up easily. और इसको apply करने के बाद you have to blend it out really fast, otherwise it will dry down and then you will have a really hard time blending it because जब मैं transitions बना रही होती हूँ you actually have to wait for the transition to finish, तब जाके आप blend कर सकते हो. तो बहुत ज़्यादा issue होता है, बहुत patchy हो जाता है फिर ये. I'm using a tiny dry beauty blender to blend out my concealer next, and I would recommend you guys please don't try a wet beauty blender with this concealer, otherwise you will face the consequences of it. It might work for you, but in my opinion मेरे crease lines बहुत ज़्यादा हैं under eyes पे, तो if you have them as well, जो कि आजकल ज़्यादातर हमारी generation को हैं ही, तो I don't recommend using a wet beauty blender. Just try using a dry beauty blender and then you can just use a setting powder to set it in place. After setting the under eyes in place, we finally get to start with the star of the show, the eyes. I'm gonna start in with a light pink, kind of a brown shade, and start putting it in my crease. Blending is key in every makeup look, even if it's the face or the eyes. If you do not blend it properly, it would not come out nicely. I'm just picking up the color, putting it in my crease and blending as I go. I do it 2 to 3 times until I have the shade of my choice. Next up, you can take any pink shimmery eyeshadow, and that is the basic star of the show. I'm putting it on my crease, basically पूरी crease पे लगाने के बाद what you can simply do is just take the pink eyeshadow again and you can blend the two colors together. Now I'm taking a silver shade and putting it in my inner corners, on my brow bone and on my nose as well. Another thing I did was to drag the silver eyeshadow मेरी eyes के थोड़ा सा नीचे, I forgot what it is called, lower lash line पे. It's really pretty, this technique. और इसके अलावा ये eyes को ना बहुत doll like look देता है, so I did that. Next, I took a Davis color lip liner. It's in the shade brown and I am lining my lips as usual. Feel like on my skin tone and sari jo ladkiyan out there who have my skin tone, a brown lip liner really suits us. So I would suggest and recommend you guys to try a brown lip liner as well. And I also love doing my lips like this. ये भी बहुत doll like look है. It's by joining my cupid bows together. Lastly, I'm just gonna take a brown shade, light brown brown shade and eyeshadow shade and put it on my lips. So this is another technique I'm loving at the moment, is to use eyeshadow as my lipstick. Before doing my mascara, I am using NYX Dewy Setting Spray to give me a very dewy, fresh summer makeup kind of look, and the vibe that I was going for is super dewy. Next, I'm just using a wet beauty blender to dab and place all the makeup in place. I'm using a highlighter over it. जब आपकी skin थोड़ी सी wet हो, you can use this highlighter and it will give you a flawless glow, believe me. Using Miss Rose का ink black liner for a pretty doll-like wing. This look is basically inspired by a doll kind of makeup look, जो कि बहुत trendy हुआ है. Shimmery pink, you know, the ballet core and pink vibes, just coquette vibes. It's all in there together. After curling my lashes, you have to curl the lash and hold the curl for at least 15 to 30 seconds. तब आपकी lashes जो हैं वो stay करेंगी ऊपर खड़ी हुई, वरना वो बार बार you know like नीचे आ जाएंगी. And for mascara, I'm using Bob mascara. This is the favorite and my holy grail mascara of all time. I recommend you guys to try it. It's super long lasting. It's just that it's not waterproof and I do not mind it. I really like it. और ये बहुत ज़्यादा black भी है और ये आपकी lashes को separate करता है और ज़्यादा thick भी नहीं करता. So I really recommend this Bob mascara to you all. Got this liquid glitter off from AliExpress. This is a must have in your collection. It's just that you don't apply it on, you know, that O2O concealer because it will mess up real bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply that on my crease और ये kind of look देता है एक fuller crease की. So I really love this technique as well. And yeah, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. Bye.